"There is no use trying," said Alice. "I mean, Adam. One can't believe impossible things."
"I dare say you haven't had much practice," said the Queen. "When I was your age, I always did it for half an hour a day. Why, sometimes I've believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast."
I've written millions of dollars of grants for federal funders and state funders, and it's very exciting to get these big grants. But sometimes the most exciting grants that we get are from small foundations that actually understand the needs of a population at the grassroots level. A foundation like Adam Foundation is local. They have a passion for the cause, and they understand that sometimes funding a small project can make a huge difference in something as big as clinical care at a large institution. So we truly appreciate folks at the Adam Foundation that can support us in our needs and can make us feel good about the work that we're doing and be our partners.
Roughly 4 years ago, I moved to Winston. I came here to be near Baptist. I was still suffering some of the repercussions of Kaposi sarcoma, which is an age-related cancer. When I moved here, I moved into a rooming house to start with because the need was so urgent that I be near Baptist. The rent took over 75% of my check. There are months that I had to choose between medication and eating. So I'm grateful that ACS was here and allowed me to go shopping and to have food when my income wouldn't cover the whole thing.
The check that we received will go towards some of our operations of our food pantry, and it will also go to actually purchasing food that maybe we cannot receive from the Second Harvest Food Bank, because many times they're limited to the donations that they get, and so sometimes we have to purchase food that we know that our clients need and can use. We truly appreciate the Adam Foundation staying strong with us, because there's a lot of people in the community that feels like the HIV crisis has gone away, and the Adam Foundation is wise enough to realize that it's not gone away, and there's still people that need to be served.
Adam, I just want to thank you. Your gifts have taken changed my life. You've empowered me to accept my own healing, to go forward, and to grasp that, and to give back in the community.
The project that the Adam Foundation funds is the HIV Medical Case Management Program in Forsyth County. Our mission is to provide support and services to people who are infected with and affected by HIV and AIDS, helping them understand what it means to be HIV positive, because that means that they're going to have to really change their lifestyle and how they take care of themselves, the choices that they make, identifying their risky behavior, making changes with that, and that's all very difficult, or it is for a lot of people. And so hopefully we're kind of a safe haven for them, a safety net, if you will. AF means to me affected forever. Many people say, well, I don't know anybody who's infected. It's my firm belief that everybody knows somebody who is infected with HIV disease, and therefore they are affected by this disease. And as long as there is not a cure for HIV disease, everyone will be affected forever.
This year, Adam Foundation provided us with a grant which will help us to educate the broader community on a large range of subjects that we feel the community needs to be educated on, as well as helping us set up a fund for homeless youth.
They already feel a great deal of shame, and they're very embarrassed. A lot come from violent situation. This young man particularly, his mother said she wished she would have had an abortion. And so these kids come out and they're very vulnerable. This young man went to one of the shelters here in Winston-Salem one night and was sexually assaulted. And this young man said he would rather be in the streets than be in one of our shelters, and there's something very wrong with that in Winston-Salem for that to happen.
PFLAG is there to provide support to that family person, to that mom or dad, when they first find out that piece of information that they didn't know about their kid, that their child is now lesbian or gay or bisexual or transgender. I actually came to PFLAG back in the 1980s when I was going through my own coming out process. And it was the PFLAG chapter in the Triangle part of North Carolina that helped me in my coming out process.
I think that that's what parents and families and friends need. They need some place, some location, some group of people that understand.
This year, we wanted to leverage our relationship that PFLAG has with the faith communities that are part of the Interfaith Coalition at PFLAG. So we picked 4 topics that we feel provides the broadest overview of issues that impact the LGBT community that the faith communities could speak to.
So many people have been turned away from the church because they've been told that their lifestyle is wrong and that from a Christian standpoint that they're going to die and go to hell if they don't change. And it's important that we be a voice that says that's not true, and not only that, but to nurture those people that are coming and seeking comfort. They've been turned away from their church family and they need a home.
I happen to think that, all of us have to come out, not just gay people, straight folks too, coming out of solidarity, queer allies, all that. If we were out not just 3% or the 1% or the 6% that most people are out, if we were really out like 98%, I really think it would solve global warming.
If you want to ask the question, what is art for? Tim is the answer. He entertains, he pleases, and he teaches the audience about what it means to be a human being. The work that he does with the students and the work that he's able to bring to our audiences who come to see what he does with the students is life-changing. And the fact that I have a grant that allows me to bring to my colleagues and my students and my community this basic human understanding, it means everything to me.
In the past, the Adam Foundation has supported us in areas of services that we do, in particular support for access to medications for our patients. But this year we were trying to think outside the box about some new issues that we've been seeing in the clinic, particularly with our LGBT youth population and young adults, approximately ages 17 to 25, up to 30. These populations are exploding again in HIV infection rates. And one of the key areas that we need to focus on is training for our medical and support service providers on how to address these populations in a culturally competent way that makes sure that their needs are addressed and at the same time promotes and protects their health. So we really want to focus on making all of our patients, regardless of their sexual orientation, their behaviors, etc., make them feel comfortable in our clinic, that we understand them, we give them options to express themselves the way they want to be treated, what name they want to be called, for example, or what gender they want to use.
HIV changed the face of medicine. It's not just a matter of drawing blood and prescribing medications. We also have to look after the whole individual so that they can be ready to access and accept treatment.
Certainly, as you look at our large institution perched on the hill here, you might say, how does a $3,000 grant, help in that large setting? And what this does is help us with a very special need. So we know if we can get patients into medical care and keep them here, they can do well. But we need help making sure we're doing the best we can by them.
With corporate sponsorships being low in the last several years, we really do feel like our grant applications are that much more important, and the funding that we've gotten from the Adam Foundation has been pivotal in allowing us to have that comfort in our new space and continue to carry the financial responsibilities that we have now that we didn't have 5 years ago.
I cannot tell you how excited we are to have received the grant we received. It was very generous this year from the Adam Foundation. It's awesome because we're able to do these shows that are so touching to people. And it's amazing how when you see a show like that and people are standing up, personally, it just makes me feel awesome. So that's how it makes me feel. I'm so excited, in fact, that I've asked our board permission to do a benefit show for the Adam Foundation. So we're going to do that this November, and it's called Elegies for Angels, Punks, and Raging Queens.
I am thankful for our relationship. I mean, I feel like the Adam Foundation is a blessing, truly a blessing for us and for the community. I said it before, but it's true. I mean, I didn't know anything about the Adam Foundation until I became involved here. So if you think about the Adam Foundation's outreach to several groups and organizations in town, you just think it's exponential. Because now my children and my friends and my wife and my family know about this organization. Just think every person you touch, it just grows like that.
I've always said that my true dream would be no need for PFLAG or Adam Foundation, because wouldn't it be wonderful? Wouldn't it be wonderful if we were in a world that we didn't need those things? But right now it's wonderful that we have PFLAG, that we have Adam Foundation, that we have these opportunities to get out there to eventually make Winston-Salem that place that doesn't need those, that everyone lives together in a community of harmony and acceptance and love and caring. But until that time, we need Adam Foundation out there raising money, doing wonderful things, and supporting not just our organization, supporting a number of organizations with real money to make real things happen.
Eat me! Drink me! Eat me!
Drink me!
Eat me!
Drink me!
Thank you, Adam!